Okay, Cindy.
Oh,
Okay, Cindy. Yeah, this is not. I'd have had the center section done, but this has not gone quite like I'd planned. The
really?
single strand of Bravo is not thick enough, and then I tried the all four strands just as it comes off the card. That's way too thick.
Way too thick.
So now I'm laying two to see if it's now this is going to be perfect.
Oh.
I was telling Beth I spent the afternoon this Congress linen is nothing more than it's nothing more than 24 count linen,
Yeah.
and I cut my piece, and then see, and I'm going to have to be careful with tension now because this is like stitching cross stitch, and it's going to pull these threads. But so I cut my piece, edged it, and then I was going to mount it on stretcher bars, but I could tell right away that that wasn't going to work. There was no way. And then I would put it in Q snaps, and that was going to be a nightmare to get the warp and the weft straight. And so then I just put it
Uh-huh.
in a hoop because basically all I'm
Well,
doing is working with linen. So we'll see how this goes. I may
so
trash it, and
maybe you just want to do the ornament
yeah, I may,
on linen and
yeah,
switch over to canvas.
yeah, because right now these kinds of stitches I really prefer doing on canvas because it's so much easier to get the tension right.
Oh yeah.
And I like to pull. I like to stitch tight. And
Yeah, me too. I have trouble. That's why I can't stitch in hand because my
oh yeah,
tension is too tight.
mm. So just part of the learning process,
Well, right. And experimentation.
right?
So I did start the purple. Can you see that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that.
I just have the center done.
Yep.
I can't really get both of them on here, I don't think, so you can see.
Hey,
Oh,
there you
that's
go.
nice.
That gets it in there. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So the main problem with the green is that the threads that are supposed to match the canvas on this one don't match the canvas on this one.
Mm.
Big
Yeah.
surprise, right?
Yeah.
And I've fiddled with my the center on the green one. My I forget what she calls it. The contrasting color was going to be peach. Well, there's too much peach in this.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm thinking I might use green for the contrast color.
Yeah. Yeah.
But on the green one, I used yellow. So I keep adding to my bags of
Right.
stuff.
Right. I like the lavender
Yeah,
canvas though.
I do too.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. I like it a lot. Well, green is not my favorite color, so I'm going to go the other way anyway. But yeah, it's a nice color. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I had a small piece of the green. I didn't have a small piece of the lavender, but I like it on the green.
Yeah.
Oh, I do too. I like it on the green. So, and I'm here playing quietly. I have, so I put in the color that was called for, and then I have
That was a copper,
this
right?
one. Yeah, it's kind of actually, yeah, ready copper. It's 3503. And but I also have this, and it's a high luster 021.
Oh.
And then I have this one, which has a little green in it. I don't know if you can see
Hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that one. But then I also have this one, which is really a brown, 20 and 22. The problem is some of these are probably, oops, I'm out of focus. Out of focus.
That's all right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is some of these might be discontinued because a friend gave me some of her discontinued. And I thought
Oh,
I'm going to try this brighter color. I think I like that one. Up here in this, I might rotate things around, make life easier.
yeah. That canvas looks nicer
I
than I thought it would.
Yeah, the orange, yeah. Well,
yeah.
actually, I could do it right here.
Actually, it looks kind of gold,
Yeah.
but that's just the color on the phone.
Yeah, it's very pumpkiny.
Uh-huh.
It is an orangey pumpkin color. Okay, now
And your overdye is pomegranate? Pomegranate? Is that right?
oh, which one is that? Yes, I because she didn't have the I gosh, what was the one that Ethiopia was the other color that's
Right.
going to be that goes with the orange canvas. Okay, can you? I wonder if you can even see this. Hmm. Well, let's try it. As Gayan would say, let's try. And we do have people watching.
Hey, Bobby Nelson joining us. Who else is here? Oh yeah, there's a number of people. Hi everybody. We just decided to do this just for fun. So we're all working on Saint Tropez. Cindy's on the left, Beth on the right, Gary in the middle.
I'm not actually stitching, but I have been. And then diving back into
This
my
is
threads.
oh yeah, yeah. Which color? What can you use? One, two. That's what this what's kind of been fun about this is going through the stash and saying, what can I add to this canvas
Mm-hmm.
to what was included in the kit? Since I have a
Mm-hmm.
few threads. All
We
right.
used many stretcher bars and staples with good success on Congress cloth. I've never used staples. I shouldn't say never. I've used them once and I didn't like them at all. So tax for me.
But good for you.
Yeah,
Got it on the stretch bars.
and the linen Congress cloth is a whole different animal from regular Congress cloth.
Yeah, yeah. I'm stitching on linen Congress cloth, and it's basically 24 count linen. It's not, at least I'm not seeing any Congress cloth in terms of a starch canvas at all. It's linen. So I don't know.
Hi, Frederica from New Zealand. That's pretty
Oh,
exciting.
look at
What
that.
time is it
Hey,
there?
Wow.
New Zealand. All right. So yeah, I'm not sure what I think about this.
I like your colors on in the center though. That's the Bravo.
Yeah, yeah, I like the Bravo. Yeah. So I'll get the center in and see what I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm gonna have a problem because
Let's
I
see.
like both of these. You have a
Oh no, Beth's gonna have to make a
and
decision. Oh no.
well, actually, I won't
Well,
have to make a decision right away. I'll just look at it for a while.
you could use both
What
of
I'll do,
them. Use one around the center and then use the other one out around the so out around here. And then you could even go back to the other one for this border.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, if they
And
if they go together,
I don't think you'd have, I don't, to me, I think they look fine because the the coppery one has a very red tone.
mhm.
Um,
Well, and that's another one. Like you say, let it sit for a little while and look at it from a distance.
right, right.
Bobby and Heather, yeah, that's the way Kathy Ray described it was as a Congress cloth, a linen Congress cloth, which I was expecting to have more starch in it, more stiffness, and that is not what I'm experiencing at all. I'm basically experiencing 24 count linen because it's, I mean, tension wise, if you put any tension on it at all, it's like stitching on, like doing a cross stitch sampler. The ground cloth threads just pull and distort, so I've got to be very gentle with it to get it to look right. I mean, it's not a big challenge, but still, it's not like doing needlepoint where you can yank on that canvas pretty good. So,
Or if you have a piece of regular Congress cloth, you could just use that.
well, that's yeah, that's where I'm probably headed because I do have regular Congress cloth. It's white, and this is an off white, but that's probably where I'm headed because I'm not so sure. I mean, this is fine. This cloth is fine. It's not an issue. It's just, do I want to do needlepoint on it? And not
On
really.
linen. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually, I'm wondering, one of Gay Ann Rogers' her drawn thread sampler was supposed to be done, and now you really can't see that. Um,
Oh, that made the center
um,
pop.
oh yeah, this is on the black. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't realize you
Um,
changed your canvas.
I
she's
did.
working
Well, you
too.
guys were, yeah, because I thought, I want to see what it looks like on black canvas. And the Gay Ann said, frame them both up. And I'm like, okay, sure. Why
Yeah,
not?
me too.
Why not? So,
Well, and
Huh.
Nooper, that's the thing that I'm concerned about is if I do all the stuff that Gayanne usually wants done in a design, I fear that I'm going to I'm not going to have the ground cloth that's stiff enough to hold it, and it's going to get fiddly and annoying.
I might have
all
some
right.
cream Congress cloth in my stash.
Yeah.
Yeah, shoot me an email and tell me how big a piece you need, and I'll see if I've got. I'm pretty sure I've got cream.
Well, 12 by 12 will do it
Okay.
because
All
I
right.
ended
I'll
up at
look.
11. I ended up at 11 by 11. So
Okay. I'll see what I've got.
okay, because that's where I'm headed right away. So okay, so Beth has her canvas up there, and we were talking a little bit beforehand about manipulating these overdyed threads to get the colors you want, and so you can see how she's created using sections of the thread to create a look that
Right.
she wants, kind of a sun look. I don't know how I describe that, but
Yeah. And what I did is let's see, I pulled my, let's see, I pulled my, this is my watercolors, and I found where it repeated, and I just put them together and just pulled so you can see how it's not exactly repeating,
here
but it's pretty.
let me do an all Beth here. Not That's me. Ignore me.
Hi, Gary.
There's all Beth.
So I I put my strands kind of together, and I have a little bit of extra where I'm trying to find the end of it. It's kind of a mess. That's what I get for. But then I pulled it so that I could see, it's not exact, but that way I will have four strands that are close. So that way when I would do one section and get another strand and do the next section. So they're not exactly matching. You can get them closer than I got. But that way to me, it looks coherent as a center.
Right.
I think if you
Mhm.
just kind of took one long strand and started stitching it, it look odd in my mind. It would be all right, but it would be a little odd. And then the other thing I did was I punched 4 holes in a postcard that I had, and I put the huge piece of thread, all the 2 strands that were 3 strands each together in one thing, and then I kept the little pieces that were left on each of these. So I had enough to do both the centers on my orange canvas and my black canvas, with this one long strand. So this was the whole strand. I can see it. So it was kind of fun manipulating it and seeing. And I liked the brown on the orange canvas. So the orange canvas has, I don't know, you can't really see because of the lighting. Can you see that? Where am I? There it is.
Look,
So
it looks
does
very
it even look
different.
purple? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
orange.
a little bit.
It's very brown. It's brown. It's not purple. Does that look purple to you guys?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's brown, so it's very cool.
Hmm.
So I thought, oh, good, I can make this very fall looking, and then make this very bright, and the black one
Mhm.
very pop. So it's
Yeah.
going to be fun.
Hmm.
Okay, did you see Kathy's question, Gary?
Yeah. Hang on just a second. So on, where's mine? Here it is. So on mine, um, this this is the look I want. I want to start. I want to start here and go to this like that. That's the look that I want. So what I've had to do is take out of the overdye is take out this whole section because that is not the colors I want. So that goes aside for maybe later. And then I'm cutting lengths of this so that they all match so that I get all 4 sides to be reasonably close to matching. Because I want the dark in the center quadrant here. I want the dark on the outside. So then I've already wasted, quite a, well, I mean, I don't know if it's wasted, but I certainly have chunks of thread that are not going to get used to achieve this look right here. But that's okay. It's
Right.
the look I want, so that's what you do. Yeah,
And then I just save them in a bag, and then that
yeah,
way, if I need them later, or I
Right.
can pull them out.
yep. That's where they're
So
all going.
I did mine a little differently. I I took one long thread of the 3-ply,
Hmm.
and I was able to get two sections, two sides out of one long strand. It's on the
Oh,
canvas.
okay.
Oh, well,
All right.
we can't see that because the idiot operating the deal here has not put you on the screen. So give me just a moment. That's not me. That's the idiot. Okay, there's Cindy. Okay, go ahead now. Now we can see what you're talking about. You there, Cindy? Oops. Hang on. I muted you guys. Try it now, Cindy.
Oh, okay. So this is my long thread, and it kind of goes from yellow to green to purple to green to yellow to peach and then back to yellow. So I started with the yellow right here, and I stitched all the way down to the end, and then I just dragged my thread over and stitched this side. And then I did the same thing. I started with the yellow and then dragged my thread over and stitched this side. So I didn't have to match like Beth did. I just used
Right.
one long strand and, got both. And I also didn't have to cut it into little pieces or smaller pieces. And I did the same thing with the green one. Other way. Oh, wrong way. Sorry.
Up higher. There you go. Got it.
There we go. So I did the same thing here around this border. I had a piece that was long enough to go from here all the way around to here. And then the same thing here all the way around to here. So in each case, I was left with an extra thread. And I'll do just like Beth said, I'll just put that in my bag. And when I need, a section that matches this, then I'll use it.
Yeah. So for those who have never done overdyes with this is three different ways of approaching using those colors to advantage, as opposed to in cross stitch where you typically just start stitching and make full X's and let it be what it is. But this is another way to use overdyes and get a look that you're after in three different ways. So yeah.
Yep.
And Kathy, we talked quite a bit about it in the podcast that'll go up Wednesday. Cindy and I did the podcast this week. It helped to cut the selvage off. No question, it helped because it did relax, and it gave me more flexibility in manipulating the canvas to get it square. But I'm still the next thing is I'm going to put it on some blocking board and literally block it. Cindy suggested I use steam, but I'm gonna try that first. And try blocking the canvas just to see how it behaves, and then I'll mount it on stretcher bars and see if I can get it square. So, but cutting the selvage off definitely relaxed things. I was out of square by, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe 6 threads over the length of my square from the center angle, and that dropped down to about 3 threads. So it really cut the distortion in half, just simply cutting off the selvage and letting the canvas relax. And then I was able to pull it a little bit more and get it closer to square. But I think if I try blocking it, that it's worth the education to try to do it and see if I can get that to square up and stay square, and then mount it on stretcher bars and get what I want. So the experiment continues, and it's not going to happen in the next few days, but it's worth a try. So, yeah.
So Cindy, what are you using then for the elongated crosses? Or, what does she call those? Yeah, elongated cross stitch. What color are you using for that?
It's purple Kreinik.
Oh, it is a Krynet. Okay.
Yeah, I pulled a silk lame originally, but it
Oh,
doesn't look
okay.
good. It doesn't look good on this canvas. That's not bad. And this is heavier than the Kreinik number 8, so I was just going to pull a couple of the silk strands out of it to make it lighter. And I might still use this on the lavender. I haven't decided. I'll do what you did. I'll try it, and I'll try
Right.
this too, and see what works.
Right.
And
And
Kathy, the answer to your last question is a qualified yes. Yeah, I without a doubt, cutting off that selvage makes it behave better. It's just, the next step is, can I get it to square up? So you're going to pull out what, a couple strands out of the silk lame there, Cindy?
Yeah, that essentially makes it petite
Oh, okay, yeah,
because that's really the only the difference between the different. I think there's three different silk lame braids, and they might have a couple more strands of the metallic, but it's just a really really fine metallic. But they each have more silk.
mm-hmm,
So just pull out some of the silk, and you've got silk to use, and the silk lame braid is thinner.
yeah.
Learned that from Debbie Rowley.
Work those threads.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Work them to get what you want.
So people might find this interesting. This is the, and I don't know if you'll be able to, how well you'll be able to see the colors on here, but this is the yellow fever that was in my stash. And I ordered a couple more skeins. I don't know if you can tell how different they are.
Oh my,
There's very little
yes,
of the bright yellow.
yep,
They're much more muted.
yep.
The green is duller.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yep, big difference. Not even the same.
No. And the bright colors are what I like about this. I don't dislike this. And I might try the small ornament with one of these.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, it just kind of reinforces. I wondered when I looked at the instructions why Gayanne, I think she said two or three skeins of the watercolors, and I thought, what in the world are we going to use all the watercolors for? Well, aside from practice, that if you want to do more and you run out of your skein and you go and try to get another skein of it, it could look entirely different.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's a lesson if you just go and buy watercolors just because you want some, is buy two or three skeins because
Right.
they don't match.
And the next time you get it, you might like it better. But if you want to have enough for a particular project and you know that it's going to be a heavy thread user, then you want to be sure that you get
Yeah.
at least two skeins and make sure they're the same dye lot. And this is not true only with the overdyes, but I've pulled two skeins of thread out of a DMC drawer that were supposed to be the same color, and they were the same number, but they were a different dye lot and they were not the same color.
Yes.
Yep.
I've had that happen too. So you
And
just want to
sometimes
be
you don't
careful
notice
with it.
until you get it home in different light.
Oops.
Right.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So it's always a good idea if there's a window in the shop to go check your threads in the daylight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
I gotta do some
going
counting.
back to all of us. There we go. So, whoops. What did I just do? Oh,
Oh,
dropped my watch.
that's not.
So this now, it looks like all this time I haven't stitched a thing, but I actually had most of the next quadrant in, but I have too much of this color here, and I'm not getting to the darker blue fast enough. So now I had to take that out, and now I'll cut off this lighter kind of, I guess it's green, isn't it? I don't know. But I'll cut off a chunk of that and to get it where I want it.
Yeah, sometimes you can kind of hide that extra in the back by looping it around, but there really isn't any place to do that,
No.
especially in this early steps in this project.
Right. So that's all right. I just take it out, cut some off, go at it again.
Well, and you really don't know how the colors are going to appear until you stitch with it.
Right.
And if you don't like, and you're probably going to go through the same exercise when you get to this section because you're using the threads differently
Mm-hmm.
than you are in the center.
Yeah.
So you could practice in the edge a little bit if you wanted to, or you could just take it out and start again.
Well, I took it out and I'm starting again, so we're going with that right now. What's Nooper asking Cindy, do you find that pulling a few ply of silk out of the Kreinik changes the texture of the thread? Does it feel a bit hollow? Do you twist it when stitching?
No, it's kind of a loose thread anyway, and it doesn't. Let's see. This is. Hang on just a second. Oop, I dropped the card that was open. So I think Kathy Ray talked about this on one of her thread talks,
Yes.
and this looks like it's got maybe 3 strands of metallic and 4 strands of silk. So I think I could take 2 strands of silk out and it's not going to make much difference. It'll just make it thinner.
Mm-hmm.
But I will experiment with that and see. I still might not like it on because these are small. These cross stitches here are over one up and 2 over. So it's just over 1 canvas thread. So it's a long skinny stitch. These are the same way. So a heavier thread, although I think it's this one where she says you can double the thread.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it and I didn't like it with this color of braid. This is a little stiffer than some of the braids, but I
Mm-hmm.
might be able to achieve the same heavier look that she was going for with just 1 strand of the silk lame.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. This is going to have to come right back out. Talking to myself, people. Sorry.
It's quite all right.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you how many times I took sections of this out. And I noticed when I was looking at it this afternoon that one of these sections, I can't see which one it is, the crosses are crossed opposite from everything else.
Oh,
Oh no.
It's just one little section. And I had to look at it really, really hard to see it because it's only over 1 thread high. It kind of it's a small stitch.
yeah.
And
Right.
with the metallic, it's hard to see. In fact, I more than once had to take out what I'd stitched because I had changed the direction of the top stitch without really even thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Cindy, if you have off-white Congress cloth, Yeah, please send. Because yeah, this is. I mean, this
Are
is
you not
just.
happy?
This is not going to work. I can't. I can't do these stitches the way I want them. It's like I have to baby them so that the ground cloth stays uh, reasonably square.
It'll take you forever.
Yeah, I mean, I could have had this all stitched twice, and I mean, I'm literally just having to. I'm trying to lay them, and I can't pull on the thread with the laying tool, to get it to lay flat, and so I have to baby it, and yeah, this is no thanks. I'll find another use for this cloth.
Hmm. It's beautiful
Oh yeah.
fabric, just not for needlepoint. You could put us all back on the screen again.
Oh.
What?
Unless you don't want us to see you cut stuff out. So what color of Kreinik did you choose on the black, Beth?
I'm using the one that came in the kit, the 3503, the kind of coppery one, which looks very almost red on this
Uh-huh.
black canvas. And then I was playing, this, I had some Silk Road, Silk Road Fibers straw silk in this kind of, I
Ooh.
think it's magenta. But you know what? Once they put it on there, I was like, nope, it didn't work. So I took it out. Out. It's gone. It didn't work.
Yep.
I wish it worked, but not quite. Not quite. So yeah, it's a little too hot for this. So I'm going back to what she called for, which is the pearl, number 5,
Mm-hmm.
which, that's fine. Not a big deal.
Oh, good. Both Penny. Glad you got the book. Did it arrive in good condition? Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'm gonna like doing this on Congress cloth. But real
Not so much on.
real Congress cloth. I mean, it's okay. It's worth the experiment.
You know what? It might work with shorter stitches. I think it's just those long
Yeah,
stitches that are really the problem because it's hard to get them to lay smooth
right. And
if you can't tug on them.
that's the struggle I'm having is if I tug on them to get them tight like I want them, so they lay flat and smooth, the threads in the ground cloth just shift.
Hmm.
So I have to let it be puffy, and I don't want it puffy. I like it though. I like the colors.
Hmm.
You like that? Oh, yeah, that's a pretty color. That blue, especially,
Yeah.
is nice. Yeah. All right, so here I'm going with this orange. I think that'll work fine here.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And I think on the other square, you can't really see the color the second color I chose, the one that's more I guess more golden, but I kind of like that. I think I'm going to leave it that way and take the redder color out. And then I'll have to decide what I'm going to use for this stitch on, because I have, well, let me get this one in and then I'll pull the other canvas out. This is the nice thing about having two canvases loaded, is that oh shoot, don't tell me I'm going to run out of thread. How come? Why is that wrong? Because I started in the wrong spot. Can't talk and stitch at the same time. I went too far up. That's the only problem. Okay, I have to take as many out as I thought. All right, I'm good. Yeah, do the basting, people. Just telling you.
Yep.
Do that basting. I know when I did the ornament, which I don't have here because it's currently at the library on display there, but I messed up so many times. I had to rip out because I didn't want to bother with the basting. I thought, oh, it's a small little ornament. I don't need to do the basting. Yeah, right.
Yep.
If I could count. If I could count.
Yeah, that's the thing. You kick yourself because, like, for crying out loud, can't I count this? And then, you know,
Right.
like, how hard is it?
Right. So let me get this other canvas out. That'll be fine for now. I'll just deal with that thread later. Yeah, I like that orange there. All right. Now I'm not going to want to work on anything else. I'm going to be like, okay, what do you mean different? So, all right. I'll just, I think I better rotate my canvas or I'm going to be confused. I will be confused. There we go. So I could do this orange, which is what's called for.
Yeah.
Or I could use this kind of more brown color.
I kind of like the brown.
Yes, the brown or
Yeah.
orange is 900 versus this is 946.
Go
Yeah, I
to-
kind of like
Go
that.
brown. Go brown.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I think I like that. See, oh, and I don't know why I have this in my stack. This looks really green in this light. I thought that might be fun. I actually have 2 cards of it, so I would have enough of this very velvet.
Can you hear yourself? I don't know why I have this in my stash. Are you listening to yourself, Beth?
Well, you know, it's nice to have. Okay, now look
Do
at
you
this.
realize how sad you sound?
Do I sound sad?
Why do I have this?
Oh,
I don't understand.
oh, yeah, well, yes, I know why I have it, so I can put it in pieces like this. Okay, now look at this. This is a ribbon. A ribbon? What do you think?
Up
Ribbon
higher.
floss. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Or I haven't opened this one yet. So this is, I have to unwind it. Okay. I can't see. How's,
Oh.
can you see
Ooh,
that?
ooh. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, or I have this one. I have to open it. I must be nuts. Don't answer that one, Mr. Parr.
I got no comment.
It wasn't a
All right.
question. right?
No.
I didn't
Right.
offer anything.
Okay, so now look at that one. Okay, you have a choice between a lighter or a darker.
Lighter.
You like the lighter. Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, let's go and try. I'm gonna have to clean up this mess when we're done. Oh my word, it looks like it's just threads all over the place. It's like,
Isn't it? Yeah. You get so much stuff out you can't even move. Yeah.
Okay.
So were you asking me what I was going to use for the padded diagonal, the long diagonal stitches, Beth, on the purple?
Yes.
Or was it?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were talking about the padded diagonal. Well, what I have is yellow, and it's kind of
Oh,
a buttery yellow.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
now why didn't I bring my iron with me?
Oh.
So that would be
Ooh.
the long stitches, which would
Hmm.
really make it bright.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then let's see there, it's tied in the same color. Okay, and then the next one, which is the padded diagonal mosaic, just outside the yellow, I have this, which is very close to the canvas.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of sparkle in it.
Oh yeah. A little sparkle.
Hey, Kim.
Ooh. I
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
so. I think it's worth a shot, Cindy.
What is that thread? Do you know? The one with the sparkle.
Yeah, it's not available anymore.
Oh,
It's
it's that one.
yeah, it's
Of
that one.
course.
It's Planet Earth Silk Opal. And
Okay.
I've
Yeah.
got, you know, 3 or 4 skeins of it in my stash, but we were at Stitcher's Garden in Illinois a couple weeks ago looking at the Planet Earth fibers, and she said, yeah, if you've got any silk opal, hang on to it because it's not available anymore.
No.
Yeah, and I've used that before. It's a lovely thread.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it a whirl. See what happens.
Yep.
I like that pearl color. That's nice on there.
Yeah, it's really, really bright and sunny.
Yeah. Hold up your put up your those newer versions of your overdye against those.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what that combination looks like.
Doesn't do much, does it?
No. Hmm.
Yeah, the yellow is just too pale in it.
Right. Yeah, they really didn't do that overdye any favor with that dye lot, did they?
They didn't. And the purple is so strong in it, and all the other colors are really pale.
Yeah. It's almost kind of
So
nutty.
yeah, it is almost, but I need to do the pencil or straw trick. I like this idea of a straw,
Yeah.
um, and see what it looks like.
Right. But yeah, that's too bad. Hmm.
I'm gonna have to get my flat iron out.
A little too curly.
Very much so.
Hmm.
And it's gonna just twist every which way. But we'll try it for. I don't have it upstairs. I have to go down and because I haven't been using it, so it's down with my other things. So
Is your knee all healed?
yes, actually, my saw the doctor and he said, yeah, you can go hiking. Might want take your knee brace. Make sure you have your pain meds going. But
Good.
do what you want. So I'm happy about that, and I've started doing leg strengthening exercises.
Mm-hmm.
Did some today, and that was like, oh yeah, I need to strengthen my legs. Okay.
Did they have you do any therapy for that? Like go to a
He
go to a
said
therapist?
he said I didn't need to if I was diligent in doing it myself,
Oh,
and I am. He said, yeah. He said you can, and because they were surprised that I was when I walked in, they you could tell by the look. They were like, okay, she broke her kneecap. Why is she, she's walking, kind of.
Huh.
And I was like, you said I could walk on it. And so I did. And they were like, yeah, it hasn't moved. You look good. He said, so
okay.
when they said that, I was like, okay,
Can't beat that.
Right.
no, no. Now, again, I have to be diligent because if I'm not diligent, then
Right.
I'm gonna end up in a heap of problems. So I, yeah, I don't really like doing leg exercises, but I'm like, okay, yeah, one day down.
Who does?
Oh no. Uh, yeah. So, but I forced it. Oh, this is pretty. I think this is gonna work, people.
Oh, now you have to
Yeah.
put Beth back on.
Except this thread it's a ribbon on. It was on a tube, and it's been on that tube, forever.
Yep.
Oh, but it looks so
Now,
nice.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's really nice. Yeah. Light's gonna come off of that. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah. I might have to go looking for I've got a boatload of that YLI ribbon floss.
hmm someone gave me their stash is how this worked, and I was like, well, okay. And
Uh-huh.
I've used it in crazy quilts, and um it's lovely for that.
It's perfect for those paper ornaments.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
There's a little more on a spool than there is on a card of neon rays.
hmm
So you almost need two cards of neon rays, even for the small ones. I mean, you're not going to use all of both of them, but I can usually get away with one spool of the ribbon floss. It's kind of hard to
Yeah,
find
look at
though. A lot of shops don't carry it.
it. Probably because people don't like stitching with it. Because look, I'm taking this out. It's, I could tell it was twisted up front. Uh, and I knew that if on this stuff, I will be flipping it back and forth. There's the only way to
It
get
really
this
needs to
for
be laid
me.
on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just no other way. So I don't want to make people nauseous, but it's gonna have to be done. And this is one of those times that you just gotta. You can even see it
Condor,
in
good to
my.
have you with us. You didn't edge into anything. This was just a we're showing up and doing it kind of show. So glad to
Yeah,
have you with us.
yeah. And
Just
if you have any questions, shoot them at us,
yep.
especially if you're just starting on this.
Yeah, see, when I put this center on real Congress cloth, it's going to look cool. I'm liking this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, let me, if you have it, Cindy, let me know. And if not, let me know so I can get some.
Will do.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a.
I'm
Oh, I
almost
have a piece.
positive I've got some. I don't know if I've got a big enough piece.
Okay.
I know I have some in like baby pink or something, but I don't think you want that.
No.
Oh yeah, I have pink and I have black and I have gray. I think I have white.
Yeah, I got
I have
a
white.
full yard of white. That's not an issue.
And Kim, if you're listening, my cat has decided that he's sad because I'm not stopping my stitching to pick him up and put him on the bed. So I don't know what Herschel's up to over at your place, but
Walking on keyboards.
that's
Mm-hmm.
it. That's it.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
man,
Mm-hmm.
that was funny, but not funny. Stop it!
It just, at least he's not ordering stuff, right?
Right?
Maybe.
Maybe you don't know. You get a big order of kitty
Yeah,
treats in.
yeah.
Let us know.
He wrecked the show and ordered $1,000 worth of
Widgets.
yeah, whatever. Yeah. Have a nice day. Can I
Oh,
have a cat treat?
and then please pet me now.
Right.
Yeah, oh shoot, I can tell. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, I do love it when the stuff lays so flat. I know
Mm-hmm.
people don't like neon rays, and uh, I have to get my threads in
Well,
order
yeah,
here.
yeah.
But
All of that stuff, if you're patient with it, it really works. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you really gotta be patient times two.
I think the ribbon
uh, uh,
floss behaves a little better than neon rays sometimes.
yes, okay, now look at that. I think that'll be.
Oh, I like that.
Can you see that? I
Vote
Yeah.
from
can't see
Herschel
where
for
I
the
am.
ribbon. So there you go. You're good to go, Beth.
Oh, good, good. But now, where am I going to bury this?
Your
Or
ribbon
should I
is
just
Herschel
start?
endorsed.
Yay. Okay, so the question is now, you're supposed to lay the same thread on top of it, but I don't know if I want to do that. Will that
It
be
might
too
be nice
thick?
to go back to whatever your other
Well,
thread was,
it was
what you
supposed
were
to
supposed to
be
use.
a pearl, but I think that's not going to look good.
Hmm.
But,
Yeah, it's not quite the
but
right
okay,
color.
no, but look, let me dig. I'm holding tension on this too, so let me get tension going all the way at the edge because I'm gonna have to play with that later. But look, what if I did? Oh, I think this
Oh,
will work. I can see. Look at that.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. So the best way to anchor neon rays is with Debbie Rowley's pin stitch. And she
Yes.
goes over one intersection to start. She does at least 3 times. And then usually she ends with just twice. But with neon rays, I think she does 3 times with that too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to, move these threads around to get it under here, or I could I could start going this way
Hmm.
with, get a few because it's, not anchor the thread, but go, let's see, well, one, two, do my long stitches with the same
Right.
thread. I don't think
Hmm.
Hmm.
that'll be a problem, but
Yeah, the fewer
but
times you have to anchor neon rays or a ray on thread like this, the better off you are. If you can get all the way around with one strand, that's a lot. But even if you can get two
no,
sides done with one strand, it'll be better.
yeah, I won't be able to get. I won't even get all of this side one more row in. I think I'm gonna take this coppery thing out because I think I like. Do I like that better? It's hard to say.
That the ribbon floss really lights it up. You might
Mm-hmm.
like that on the black too,
Yes. Well,
for
I
the
did
same
the
reason.
orange. I did the orange on the black already.
Hmm.
Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
It's a little,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's.
but you're right. This, I think that looks better.
I like the shine.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm
Me
gonna go dig
too.
through my ribbon floss and.
Nothing against what you sent, Kathy. I know it was in the instructions, but a girl has stash, she's got to play with her stash.
Right. And you never know how things are going to look when you start stitching with them.
Right, right. My
And it would
only
be
question is,
lovely, I'm sure, with the threads that Kathy sent. But like you say, when you got stash, you got to use it.
right, right, might as well. So, and here's my question. Should I leave? Well, you guys can't hardly see this. Um, the lighter goldy color. I think it looks good. I think I'm going to leave that and take the other one out. Let's make a decision. Let's just take it out. Do it. So, no, although I do like this copper color. Whatever to me it looks red,
Hmm.
but I could put it in the center is what I could do.
Oh, there you go.
Because that would look cool. It's got that elongated cross a couple of times, and that would look
Hmm.
pretty with a fresh thread. With a fresh piece. So Gary, you going to change any of your threads?
Haven't got that far yet.
Oh,
First, I got to get a ground cloth I like, and then see I had this whole quadrant in, but I have too much of the lighter color on both of the right sides, so now it looks lopsided. So
oh yeah.
I was too
Well, at
generous.
this point,
So
you're just experimenting anyway.
right,
So.
yeah, yeah, it's all getting thrown away. So well, not thrown away, but scrapped. But yeah, see, I got too much, and so now the bird's eye is off centered. So lessons learned for when I do it for real.
I need Herschel to come and entertain my cat. Gimpy is not happy. Like, what are you people doing? And I think he's really sad because I've got like a barrier all around me and he can't quite get to me. So, all right, I'm going to run out of this thread. So I'm just going to pull it out of the way. I wonder how many people are doing this piece.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't seen too many people posting on Gay Ann's Facebook page yet. And I haven't put
No,
anything out there yet, but I will.
and um, I had a friend post in my guild's Facebook page, and I asked if she minded if I took it off and posted it in Gay Ann's. She's like, "Oh no, that's fine." And hers is really pretty. She's got purples and oranges, it looks like, in hers.
Oh, cool.
It'll be interesting to see how hers looks. All right, am I going to regret this? Oh, well, I am, because there's must have been tape on that piece, and I can see it right there.
Oh, no.
I don't know how that happened. Yeah, you can see it. It must have been on the edge of the packaging. Well,
Oh,
I guess I'll end this thread. That makes the decision easy.
yep.
Oops, that's not going to be in the right spot, though.
Cindy, is your mom doing this? Did you talk her into it?
Yes, she got it out Saturday and got the basting in. I'd started her off with an ornament and said, read the instructions 12 times. And I forget what her overdyed is. I don't know if she'll ever she might not do the full one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe she will.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah. Penny finished hers already too. I think she did post hers on Gay
She
Ann's.
finished hers?
I
Yeah,
thought I saw hers.
she stitched hers from stash.
Uh-huh.
So, and it was fabulous.
I know there's at least one person in our A&G chapter that is doing it. I think maybe two others besides me.
Yeah, that's and then I think there's a couple others in my guild that are doing it in my EGA chapter. So, be interesting to see what everyone's
Hmm.
looks like, the different colorways.
Hmm.
And none of these stitches are really hard. I mean,
No.
you
Right.
know, I'm making this one much more difficult by using the rayon. I mean the ribbon floss, but it's really not hard. Now I'm not going to want to work on anything else.
I
And I've got
know.
to get that. that lizard canvas done. I guess this will be my excuse for not working on it.
There you go.
Oh, I've got to work on my and mystery piece. You know? The fun thing is this goes so much faster than cross stitch. You know,
Yeah.
once you get a going on colors you like, or it just really goes quickly because you cover huge sections.
Right. You're not covering every single intersection. Well, you are, but
Right,
you're doing it with much longer stitches.
right, right. And I have to admit, this is my favorite thing, is to see what will it look like if I change this color? What will it look like if I use this thread? You know,
Yep.
because this
I'm
would
right there with
totally
you.
change. It would totally change on a, well, I don't think it would look good on a totally white canvas, but like an ecru,
Hmm.
um, off-white. I mean, it would change again because of color theory.
Yep.
And no, Gayan, I am not. She might watch later, but I am not setting up a third canvas. Maybe an ornament, but not a third canvas. There has to be a limit to my insanity.
Yeah, because there's other stuff you want to stitch and start,
That's
right?
right. All right. I'll just more than one thing I want to start.
Hmm.
Now, I'm hoping you guys discussed how you did at the state fair on the Wednesday podcast. So when I listen to it, I'll find out.
Hmm.
No, we didn't.
Oh
We talked
no!
we talked about everything else, but no, we didn't actually talk about that. There's Cindy sent pictures, so I put up pictures. But
Oh, good.
I had two entries and I got second place on both of
Well,
them.
congratulations.
Thank you.
yeah, we
Robin entered the fair for the first time in about 5 years, and she got best of show and sweepstakes in needlepoint.
Wow, that's great.
And, and so she's probably going to do a state fair show with Gary.
Oh, good.
Um, and then another one of our members who had never entered in the fair got first blue ribbon, best of show, and sweepstakes in counted thread.
wow,
More than one blue ribbon in counted thread,
that's impressive.
but the sweepstakes and best of show ribbon were for one counted thread piece.
Wow, that's a feel good.
Yeah, uh, we had gonna guess eight off the top of my head. I think eight of our members entered. And I think everybody got some kind of a ribbon, even if
Mm.
only an honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things didn't get ribbons, but that's to be
Yeah.
expected. But yeah, the entries were up a little bit this year, the superintendent said. So
Well, that's
That's
good.
great.
yeah.
Frog legs and scrambled eggs for breakfast. You'll have a frog-free day. Well, I I don't know where I can get. I know where I can get frog legs, but
What?
I don't think I want it for breakfast. Kim.
Oh, I don't think I'm doing that.
You're not that desperate.
I've never tried frog, and I'm not
Tastes
that
like chicken.
adventurous.
Tastes
Yes,
like
yeah,
chicken.
yeah. Seen that movie.
If you're going to have something that tastes like chicken, just have chicken, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, come on. A little adventure.
Thanks, Snooper. I didn't have any other thoughts. This is what I liked what Kathy Ray put together, and so I was just gonna. This is the overdye, so I was just gonna go with it to start, and then we'll see what we do after that. But I like the overdye, so I was gonna stick with it and then go from there. But it's definitely gonna be done on regular Congress cloth, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I was so frustrated when well, I mean, they can't help it. The two needlework shops in the St. Louis area are painted canvas shops. And I went in because I was out of
Tax.
canvas.
We got it.
And so I went
Oh.
in, I just said I want a yard of white 18, a yard of ecru 18, and a yard of each of Congress cloth, white and ecru. They looked at me like I was nuts. Like, what are you going to do with all
Hmm.
that? Because yeah, they just sell painted canvas. So and
Right.
they had the whites and they had the ecru 18 count, but not the Congress cloth. And yeah, they just in the back room in a closet,
Right. Probably glad to unload it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. What are you going to do with that? I said I just like to have it around for you never know what. And they looked at me like, why would you do that? Well,
Because I don't do painted canvas.
right, pretty much. And I don't like going to the store for every 12 by 12 piece I got to have. And so,
Right. Right. It's just nice to have around.
Yep.
Want to play. Yeah, I like that. All righty. Now I've got to go back to laying the silly orange.
Looks good.
Now I have extra thread there.
let's see. We got to go full Beth here and see what this looks like. Oh yeah.
If you can see it.
Yep.
Is it
Mm-hmm.
put something underneath
Yeah,
it?
it looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that shine, that looks really nice. And I really think if I add, I don't even know if I'd add more than a single strand or two,
No, I don't
just
think you'd
enough
need
to
to.
give, just enough to to lay on top and add that texture on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it.
Wonder if you lay threads on top, if thinner is better.
I think it for this um on this one it will be. I mean, when I did it, I'm trying to remember what I used for the ornament. I mean, I didn't even pay any attention to what thread she said to use. I just used stuff that I had that I thought would look nice.
Yeah.
Um, so I think I used a contrasting thread on top of it because I wanted to. I don't remember. I don't even remember what I used. So when I get those back from the library, I'll.
Well, the
Um,
ornament doesn't have those long
it doesn't
stitches
have
on
these
it.
long things. Even the
No,
small one. What did it
either one.
have then? I thought I did something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
it
on it.
does. I
Let
haven't
me.
gotten that far yet. I see it. I'm
I
looking at one of
was
her
gonna say,
pictures. They're on there. They're
yeah.
just they're smaller, and I haven't gotten to that
Mm-hmm.
part yet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, it's. I think just once. I mean, I think what it calls for when you do it, if you follow the pattern, it calls for the same weight of thread, which is the number 5 pearl.
Hmm. So then you're really
And
only getting texture,
mm-hmm.
just the texture that the different angles of the stitches is going to provide.
Right.
Where with yours, you're getting the texture, the shine, and then the
Right.
matte texture, and also it's darker.
Well, and this is a
I think that'll
silk.
look cool.
This is
Uh-huh.
a
Oh,
silk,
so
so it should have a little. It'll have a little
it's got a little
shine on
sheen.
it.
Hmm. Yeah.
And the I mean, if I wanted to be really crazy, I don't think I want to do this. This is blending filament.
Oh.
Let's see. I know everyone say those think those naughty thoughts, and
Uh-huh.
but okay, can you see that? Can you
Mm-hmm.
even
Not
see it?
really. I think it's too fine.
Okay.
Oh, that's too fine. Yeah. No.
Yeah, but if
You'd have
I
to go up
added,
to the number 4 braid probably.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, and I don't know if I have any of it, but if I made like a silk lame braid, I mean, I can see it, a little sparkle, add 2 strands of the
Hmm.
blending filament with 1 strand of the silk.
Yep.
I mean, because it's the right color. I mean, you can you can see that it looks good with the canvas.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have shine, sparkle on top of shine on top of sheen, sparkle on top of sheen on top of shine.
Because a girl has to have her bling, you know.
Yeah.
I have to think about that. I have to think about that one. And do I want to mess with this stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything else similar. But
There.
there, what'd you do?
I got it.
Oh, you got it done.
Yeah, I got it in the right proportions now. So
Oh,
now I know what to
nice.
Good.
do. So yeah. Holy smokes! It's 8:20 already. How does that happen?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either. All right. Okay, I spent a whole afternoon getting this cloth all fixed.
And now you're going to change
You
it.
know, you
Oh
never
well,
know until you try.
that's right.
Right. Right. So you learned something. You, but you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I bet that stuff is good for doing cold work.
Oh, it would be. It'd be perfect.
Oh, I bet you're right.
Oh, it'd be perfect because it pulls very nicely.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, it pulls very nicely. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, it would. It would be really good for pulled work. Yep. Because it's a really nice cloth, but not for this stuff.
Yeah.
Nope. All right. I think we'll call it, folks. Thanks for joining us, everybody who joined us.
Yes.
It was fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll do
Thank
this
you.
again real soon. Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, we're out. Thanks, everybody. Podcast Wednesday. Um, David McCaskill Sunday. We'll be back with a Stitch Hour. Remember, no Stitch Hour Wednesday night. So back a week from Wednesday with the Stitch Hour. Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.